So do you guys ever notice that while you're at the car wash and you're spraying off your car with the high pressure rinse that the windows will just randomly roll down on the passenger and driver's side? Is that just me? Got my Audi S3 here again today, and in today's video we've got lowering springs. So we are going to finally get rid of this 3-finger gap here and hopefully get this sitting a little bit better, maybe just a little bit more camber from the natural camber that gets added from lowering the car. I do not have any other camber adjustments or anything to get more negative camber out just yet. We're gonna see what it does with just the springs first. And then maybe later I'll upgrade the top hats and get some more camber there, or maybe the lower control arms. We'll see, I don't know. Just gonna see how it feels with just the springs first and see how it sits with just the springs. Oh yeah, an update on the CATBACK exhaust, which you can check out our video that we did. We'll put a link in the description for you. So far, my wife has not noticed that it's on the car. So it's probably too quiet for most of you. I would suggest, again, that you put the non-resonated exhaust on there. So if you're gonna go with the Miltech CATBACK, don't get the resonated midsection unless you really want it to be quiet. If you're like me and you like quieter exhaust, then that might be better for you anyways. But that's neither here nor there. Today's video is suspension. All right, so we've got the H&R Sportline Springs. So they're supposed to do a 0.75-inch drop for those of you that have the mag ride, which I found out recently that I do have the mag ride. So I guess we should probably see where it sits right now so we can have something to measure against. Okay, so right now we are sitting at about 26.5 inches, or a little bit less than that, maybe 26 3/8 of an inch in the front and about 26.25 in the rear. This is good enough math, not exact. So, but anyways, now we're gonna pull these out and we're gonna install them and see if we can't get that a little bit lower. There's the factory spring. The H&R, you're gonna want that to go up. So it's gonna go like this. Let me throw this guy back in. Got the lowering springs on. Got to be careful when you do that, but I don't work on a car unless it's gonna draw blood, so that's just me. But yeah, so it's not too bad to get these off, get these on. You want to make sure that these get seated properly. There's a little rubber isolator there that it seats right into this little groove, so you kind of can't mess that up, and then the top part seats in here. Kind of wish I would have gotten, I think there's a rubber insulator for this top bit here as well that you can get from 034 Motorsports, and I kind of wish I would have gotten that at this point, but I'm probably going to end up doing those camber top hats at some point in the future anyways, so at the moment I'm not concerned about that. So we'll be able to see if they actually make a difference in the future. But anyways, I'm going to put this one on, I'm going to get the other side off, and then we'll be done with the fronts and ready to go on to the back. Okay, that should do it for the front. Sorry, there's not a whole lot of footage of the front, but had to keep stealing Charles to help me with prying and spreading and pulling struts things. So anyways, I will say that this would have been a lot easier with the appropriate spreader tool, which we do not have, and I could not get today. I will say that if you're going to do this yourself at home, buy the spreader tool. It's not very expensive. Makes it so much easier. I ended up getting a little pry bar like this, and that made it doable, but normal pry bars and screwdrivers and things like that are gonna not really work. So get the spreader tool, save yourself a lot of time and a lot of energy. Done with the front, moving on to the back now, and we can get that lowered. And fingers crossed, it won't be as difficult as the front. I'm not putting the front wheels back on yet because I want to rotate my tires while I've got all of them off. Definitely taking the sway bar bolts off. Done this before and learned that lesson the hard way. Okay, so we got the H&Rs. We are going to transfer this little top guy over. And we want to make sure that it fits in that groove right there, just like stock. Then we can slip it back in. And we also need to make sure that it fits in the groove in here as well. Okay, I think that's everything. Only broke one sensor, so good to go. Gonna go to Audi and pay $800 for that. But other than that, I think we're good. That's plugged in. Well, time to lower it down and see how it sits. Oh no, disaster. The car is now too low and I cannot get the lift out from under it, which means I've got to jack it up in the back.
Get some wood.
Oh yeah, I could get some wood. I just had a great idea. I'll get some wood.
Okay. You got your wood?
Got my wood. Down to less than 2 fingers. Before it was like 3. It's obviously lower, so we did something, but gonna have to get it off these boards and then drive it around, let the springs settle, and then we'll see kind of where it sits as far as how much lower it is from when we started. So it looks like the car has dropped just a little bit over an inch. We're down to 25¼ in the front. In the back, it looks like we're at about 25 3/8. So yeah, just a little bit over an inch all the way around. So I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. It definitely feels a little bit stiffer. It doesn't feel uncomfortable though. It definitely doesn't feel harsh, which is something I was worried about. Yeah, it's not bouncy. I guess I should warn you before I start swerving. I was worried it was gonna be bouncy. That was my biggest concern with doing springs instead of like coilovers or something like that. Yeah, I'm pretty happy right now with just like the normal stuff. I don't have a lot of rough roads in my normal route, so I try to avoid potholes as much as I can anyways. Whoa!
Hey there, pal.
So fast! Rah! Definitely, it feels level Like it doesn't have anywhere near as much body roll. I haven't done any sway bars yet. I might need to do a sway bar like in the rear, but I haven't really put this thing through its paces in the corners yet either, so I'm not super concerned about that at the moment. I mean, it's just springs. It's nothing crazy, but it's a nice, mild improvement over the factory setup. So you're not gonna take this to an HPDE event like every weekend or compete in time attack with these springs, but I mean, if you just want to have fun, like you want it to feel a little better on the street as far as like its flickability, like quick lane changes, or if you're going on a mountain drive, then these are going to be perfect. Like they give it just enough low that you're not gonna rub. At least I hope not. I might have rubbed a little bit right there, but I'm not 100% sure. It didn't feel quite like a rub. It's a great lower priced alternative to coilovers, and I mean, you can get it even better with if you do like the 034 camber top hats. That adds like another like 1.5 degrees of negative camber in the front, which will be helpful if you are going to go do some track events. But while these are more than capable of being tracked on, they're really just great for extra feel on the street. So whatever you want to do, they're going to be good for you to do it with on this car, unless you are going full race car mode, in which case I do recommend coilovers and more adjustability. That is my take on the H&R Sport Springs. I think they look great. At least the drop is just right for this car. It's right where I want it, and I think that the ride is great as well. So I'm pretty happy. Yeah, so that's going to conclude today's video. I really hope you guys liked it. If you did, hit that like button. Be sure and subscribe to our channel if you want to see more of these videos. If you want to buy parts, check out our website. We got all this stuff online, so we can get you taken care of as far as your parts are concerned. We can also get you taken care of as far as tuning is concerned. We're tuning this car, I'm tuning this car, and I'm tuning this car. So, love the Volkswagens.